First, it was a fun one. Well, we won. I'm certainly happy that we took care of business. As they kind of proved last night, they have some weapons that can really put you on your heels. And, I thought they played really well in Marquette last night. And so we were watching that and we had our guard up. But secondly, it's just always fun. It was the first time Coach Nick and I ever got to coach against each other. That was just something special. And I just think the world of him. Top-notch human being, a great teacher of the game. So that was kind of a special moment. We had our moment before the match, and him and I used to coach here together, and that was a lot of fun. I'm glad we won it for sure, but it was a fun day.
Looking at serve receive, I think it's maybe the best it's been all year. How important was it to come out and have a match like this where you can start to feel good about what you're doing defensively?
I think you said it perfectly there. I thought, my focus was on to see where our serve receive was. I thought it was pretty solid. We still had our moments. We still have these moments where we kind of go back to back or maybe 3 in a row, not even just in serve receive, but on the mistake side. But no, I thought our passing was good tonight, good enough to win, good enough to get our hitters going. I was happy to see Jackie have a good game today. Megan continues to do what she does, but we're a good team when the ball's mid-system or better, and I mean most teams are, but I think you're right. Our passing was pretty good today.
Coming off of an emotional match against Northern, where you played as well as you did in the first couple of sets there, and then weren't able to finish it off. How important was it to come back today and have the effort you had and get the win?
Again, you said it right. I mean, it was important for us, very important for us, and this kind of marks the unofficial end of the first half of the season for us, right? We go into the crossover now, and you always want to end on a high note going into that, because it's a bit of a pause for the GLIAC, right? And not to mention, on the flip side of the crossover for us, we have a lot of away games. And so it's nice to get another win here at the SDC and do one for our fans and the pep band. But emotionally, you're right. It was important for us to make a statement today, and I'm glad we came out in 3.
Casey continues to be such an important part of your leadership group, 10 kills again today. What do you like in what she's bringing match after match?
Pretty much everything. I mean, Casey's, she's on my all-star team. I've said this a bunch of times. She just does a lot of the big things, but so many of the little things. In this one, I think she was 4-4 going into the third, rattles off 6 of her 10 kills in the final set, I think is what it was. I think we had 12 or 13 in that last set. She had 6 of them. For a middle, that's a bunch. So really happy to see that. And I think the world of Casey Miners, and I'm just so grateful that she's taken her 5th year here with us.
This could be the kind of match where if you don't take it seriously, you kind of mentioned it earlier, they can kind of take things from you. How important was it to really focus in this match and make sure that you got the job done?
Incredibly. It's funny because once we put the film on from last night's game, you could see the look on our team's face being like, could we got to level up here? I mean, the way Roosevelt rolled in that first set last night, any team who's taking this stuff seriously is going to have their guard up. I mean, they have the weapons that slide behind super fast. And I know Nick well enough to know, like, they're going to do all the little things that they can. Like, the system's going to be in place. So little things like balls coming back over on digs, or good serving, or, like I said, fast slide. And so I don't know if we ever take a game less seriously, but it's natural to kind of be aware of what's going on. And, I think for a young team like ours, and we're still pretty young, we're trying, that's a way of maturing, right? And I think we did a little bit of that today.
Looking ahead, you don't know quite what the matchups are yet. How do you feel about your team going into the crossover?
Good. We don't have necessarily any bad losses yet. We've played against a lot of good teams. We've won a bunch of those games. We've dropped a few. I like that Parkside one back, but look, Ferris is rolling. The GLIAC is a strong league. I think we're going to represent very well in the crossover. I think we'll probably get the 3rd or 4th seed going in, which is great. I mean, that's about where we were last year. You want to be in that top bracket, so you're playing the top teams. We've done historically pretty well at the crossover, and I think we'll be ready for it. It's a fun event. It's unique. 40-something teams all there for the weekend. We're excited for it. And it's nice to have a little pause in the GLIAC play, but it's important to be feeling good about the way you're playing, and today it was a step forward.